So Real Madrid won. They didn't win. They lost. Ha ha. Arsenal, dos. Rice, baby. Do, 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 do. I got 5 on it. Can we play you every week? I got 5 on it. Declan put you, man, to sleep. Mate, we were gassed, man. We're through to a semi-final, mate. Semi-final against Man United. Yeah, we'll forget that one. Semi-final against Villarreal. Raquel, mate. Got to the finale. We're now in the semi-final, mate. Yeah, and I swear down, every single one of them to a man, apart from that bitch from Norway, which has the captain's armband on, can hold their head up and say, yo, we fully deserve that. We had 10 men for 2 legs, matey, and we chefed up the current European champions. What a performance, bro.
Lee Gunner, LG in the building, coming off the back of 2 back-to-back wins against Los Blancos, 1 in the Emirates, and then you go to the Bernabeu. You saw the kit that I was wearing today. Calling back the memories, rolling back the years.
Rolling back the years. Big up Simply Red.
Bro. Lee, I said that today. I watched that game. Shout out to Hooks, who was with us, by the way. Enjoyed it. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, bless up Hooks, man.
Watch that game.
He got an insight to our captain, but we'll do that another day.
We were all a little on edge today, watching that game, a little nervous. But then things started to look up. We started the penalties, we know my boy Soccer missed the penalty. We'll talk about it in the emergency stream. But then Madrid penalty. And then no penalty. I said, uh-oh. In my head, I said, uh-oh. Looks like it might be a good day today. They're not falling for the okie doke today. Not falling for the foolishness. And I said, this might be our day. And Lee, it turned out to be our day. Now, there's a few things here before I get into celebratory mode. I want to bring this because everybody knows I'm the voice of reality. And the reality is this, everybody. And I'm going to ask this question. And you ask yourself this question. Every Arsenal fan tonight should ask themselves this question. Why can we not do this every week? Because we have seen it done twice to elite players. We should not be drawing to Brentford. We should not be drawing to West Ham. We should not be drawing to Fulham. Based off of what we've seen the last 2 weeks with this team, when they're locked in, ready to go, everybody locked in on one common goal, this shows you that we can go get the job done.
And pressure is a privilege. Unless it's Newcastle or Man U.
I told Dan Potts after the game today, I said, Dan, do you notice when we go forward that we win games? When we go forward, we win games. This team is built to go forward, not park the bus. And I'm going to tell you all this. We're going to have to do this for the rest of the tournament. We've got to go forward to get goals, close out games. Let's go down the list. Declan Rice, supreme. Supreme, right? Supreme. Listen, I don't just use supreme all the time.
Mate, you're harsher than me at times here.
That was a supreme performance from Declan Rice. That was a captain's performance from Declan Rice. Whether you want to make him captain, vice captain, that was a captain's performance. That was what I need. Someone taking the game by the scruff of the neck, dragging players.
He did that at the weekend, mate.
Moving players.
He did that at the weekend on the goal that Party scored. Drop the shoulder, boom.
Come to the camera right quick. I'm going to tell you what that was. That was European experience from somebody who's won a trophy in Europe.
Oh, thank you very much. It's almost like if you actually won something, you actually drag your team forward and know what it feels like.
That was experience of someone who's won a European trophy in the team. that knows what it's like to be this late into a tournament competition, locked in across the board. You know, we can all argue about what the fee was, but that's what you pay for right there. That's the intangibles that's just hard to find today. He's telling parties, shut your mouth, go over there before you cost us this game. Move out of the way. Sit down.
Move. You're going to get sent off.
Odegaard, get out the way. Move. Go up.
What you just said there, mate, go back to the first leg.
Yeah, he said.
My captain told me cross the ball. Set piece coach said cross the ball. I said, Saka, yo, I reckon I can slap this, you know. Saka goes, yo, slap it then. Yeah. Slappage. Bro, that first goal in that first game, yeah, that wounded them. That was that you know when you get a punch in the ribs?
Yeah.
They're winded, bruv. Now they're like, oh shit. The second goal, they're on their knees. They're getting an 8 count.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's oh shit. The third goal, they've done all the prop and fair play to Madrid. They tried to intimidate us, and rightly so. Yeah, let's not make out Madrid as shit. Yeah, we made them look shit. Yeah, let's not make out their shit. They did not turn up in 2 legs. Why? Because Super Duper Mick absolutely fucking schooled Ancelotti. And let's just have it right. He did. Yeah, we're not great on the manager. We don't want the manager here. He ain't got over the line. However, in them 2 games, when he's fighting for his life, which he is, by the way, because big bad man Bert has dropped up. Yeah, he's fighting for his life. You said it, matey. Martinelli suddenly started turning up. Yeah, all of a sudden, Declan Rice has turned on the Jets. Thomas Partey. They're playing for a contract somewhere else because he's out of contract. Yeah, Urian Timber. Yeah, he now knows he's the mainstay at right back. What a performance from him, by the way.
I've got a list right here. Soccer today. I looked at soccer today, and I just think back of soccer over the years. Soccer looked like somebody today that just the look of him today, the look. See, there's certain things that you start.
We said that at kickoff, by the way.
Certain players you can look and you can say, yeah, this guy, he's ready for business today. It's not any timid looking around, shifty eyed. You know, he came out today and he played a great performance. Lewis Skelly.
What's the player?
And people wonder why during this time. If you notice, out of all the players, you never heard me say I was concerned about Skelly. Was it too big for him? Bro,
we've seen the first leg.
Yeah, bro, from day one, he's coming to, bro, he's come in like, you know what?
He's like a seasoned vet, bro. Yeah,
he's he's playing like he's been playing for 15 years. No problem. I mean, bro, this is what I'm saying.
He's embarrassing more senior players in our team, by the way.
People.
Yeah, and that's not a diss on some of the seniors. Yeah, however, yeah, Timber's come off an ACL, and there's no. I can't remember a player, and maybe there is one there that has absolutely put Timber on ice skates all season in a game. I can't remember one, bro. He's up against a tricky customer tonight. Yeah, Vinny Jr. is on smoke, and he's got that 5-yard burst. Yeah, and there was moments in that game where Vinny got past him, but then the pass was overhit, or Timber blocked it. Yeah, I don't think I've seen a left winger this season absolutely ruin him. I genuinely don't, and that's not to make out he's the best right back in the world, whatever. However, he has not been chefed up the way some of these men have been chefed up in their positions over the years under Arteta.
Yeah, I mean, you watched him tonight, man. It was just a smooth operator. Then you go to Martinelli tonight. Martinelli,
love that big up Sade.
Exactly, man. As a matter of fact, Martinelli out that night playing for his career. You know, I told you, Batman brother, he's in town. People got to play for their jobs. Martinelli turned back the clock tonight. That looked like 2019, 2021.
Bro, the way he cooked Fran Garcia, and you know Fran Garcia is rapid. He's rapid, bro. He cooked him.
He closed out the game. That is what I wanted to see. This is what I want to see more of from him. You know? And then, you know, we talked about Timber. Partey was solid, you know, outside of the yellow card.
Yeah, that fucking pissed me off. Yeah.
Head loss.
Rudiger got in his head.
Yeah, head loss. And then you get to this captain. You get to this captain. There's a couple of things here I want to discuss about this Captain Lee on this fan cam.
Yeah, go for it, mate.
I'm gonna
The
slice
stage
his
is
night
yours,
down.
my G.
I'm going to smoke his ass right now. Let me just talk about this Captain Odegaard. If you watch this and you don't want to hear it, turn away now because I'm in for the rule.
Declan definitely watches. So Declan, show the captain.
This joker tonight. I think you had stepped away from went to the restroom or whatever. We're getting ready for a free kick. This fool is telling everybody he's.
Oh no, I was there.
This fool Odegaard is telling everybody what we getting ready to do. Go over there. He said, "Go over there because we for the." So Madrid just sets up and just knock it right out of the way. This is the captain of Arsenal Football Club. Hooks had a front row seat tonight and watch it just like everybody else in the chat, walking around the pitch, triding like a little deer, just triding. You know,
when you
scroll down Facebook, when you scroll down Facebook and they have you might see a deer going to get water or something like that out of the blue, or they just nature or whatever. That's what Odegaard, he was out there just trying tonight, just trying like a little deer, looking for a little something to eat, a little grass to chew on. And then he gets out there, and then he gets in
my God, that's where I'm in the fucking donkey, bro.
Yeah, he gets out here, man, and he gets in people's way. Soccer. He got soccer running. You know why soccer hamstring is was on the thread? Because Odegaard's got him running all over the place, all these foolish runs. He's trying to go get the ball. Odegaard is going one way. He's confusing soccer. Soccer's running for nothing. Just running for nothing. Then he gets the ball. All he needs to do, ball comes from back, comes to him, should be going forward. He gets the ball from the defender. He turns back around and gives it back to the defender. Then
mate,
he gets
the one where he passes it out of fucking play.
Sorry,
keep going. Run, mate. Go for it.
Pass the ball out of, as you say, out of play. He gets the ball. He spins around in a circle only to pass the ball to the left. He gets the ball again. He gets the ball. Instead of him passing the man through, he stops, turns around, passes the ball back. Odegaard is a hindrance to this football team and is part of the reason why we do not have a Premier League championship this year. And I will tell you, I am going to go on the record today, and I will tell you he will be one of the first people to leave this football club within the next year or two, because Berta is going to find better. Odegaard is a hindrance, and is one of the main reasons why if we do not win the Champions League, it'll be because he lacks the ability as a player to change a game. The same way that you watch Declan Rice tonight, that is directly what he should have been doing. When you watch
Mikel Merino is more creative than this captain.
Mikel Merino tonight, the two passes were money in the bank passes. I said
the first pass, Matty, weight of pass. He didn't need to check stride, bruv. You know the second pass, Odegaard. Did you see how far back that second pass was? Odegaard spins around and passes backwards to Sleeper.
You know what, Mikel Merino? I'm gonna tell y'all what this is. As a coach, I'm gonna tell you what this is. This is a player who probably, as a child, they misdiagnosed the way he was supposed to play at. Oh, he looks like he's a midfielder, so they put him in midfield. No, he needs to be up top somewhere because he can shoot the ball and he can pass the ball. He looks much better going forward.
I've been like Granit Xhaka. Funny that.
Yeah, everything that came to him, it was simple. Even tonight, just simple. The pass to Martinelli. That pass to Martinelli, that was one of the best passes I've seen this year. One of the best passes I've seen this year from where he was at. Put it right on the money.
See how far fucking back he was, bro.
Lee, this is what I'm saying. Right on the money. And then this captain. I'm looking at this. We've watched a lot of football the last 2 days. I'm watching PSG. I'm looking at their midfielders. This is what Odegaard's supposed to be doing. Instead, he's getting in people's way. And it was, like I said, it was great to have Hooks on tonight to look at it firsthand with everybody to see it. Just like because people think we're crazy. And then you go on the internet, now you're seeing people saying, Odegaard, hey man, Odegaard could do better. I've sent you some stuff. Top Gooners tonight questioning it. Top Gooners. The toppest of top have finally started to question this because this man is completely out of order. And it's been that way, but because he's ran around, he's looking like he's doing something, it's fooled a lot of people. But you cannot fool us because when it comes to big games like tonight, the microscope is on you. People are watching you. People are watching you. And
the most damning indictment of this geezer tonight was the fact he was up at their end, their ultras end. He had the penalty
and refused
to ball it. He had it all in his hand. Yep. He had the whole world in his hands. He had the whole wide world in his hands, and he went,
"Here, you
I'll give it Saka."
Yeah,
that's not a captain. When would fucking Cesc do that? When would Vieira do that? When would Van Persie do that? When would all these men do that? They wouldn't. Tony Adams called centre half, yeah. But even Big Tone would go, "Fuck it, I'll take it then." Yeah, you don't want to take it, I'll take it.
Let me drop this true bomb on you. Martin Odegaard is a relic of the past. What you mean by that, Matt? He's a player that we needed to get into the Europa League to handle that era when we were going through that, and we've passed him on. We've moved on. We've moved past Odegaard now. It's time for world-class midfielders in this team. It's time for him. If he's staying here, he's got to sit behind somebody. He's somebody that comes over the Carabao Cup. He's no longer Champions League, FA Cup, Premier League winner. He is no longer part of that. He's a person that needs to come off the bench if he's going to stay at this football club. We can do better. We can find better at this football club than Martin Odegaard. I'm sorry for all of the top gooners that love him. I'm telling you like it is. He is not good enough for Arsenal Football Club and where we're headed at. This right here, unless he finds some way to
sell them again.
Unless he finds something pulls out something out of the sky next go round. Based off of what I've seen the last several weeks from him.
No, several years, matey. Fuck several weeks, several years.
Hey, if you want to go that route, we can go that route. I'm talking since he's been here. Because the numbers are there. Go to Arsenal.com. The numbers are there. We've seen.
No, we showed all that much.
Yeah, the numbers are there. The numbers are there. And he has been riding. He is that brother that when it's on Saturday evening and you ask for, hey, come on, me and my wife, we need some help moving some furniture. Everybody's walking out the door with dressers, chests, beds, mattresses, all this stuff. And he's walking out the door with a lamp, 2 lamps. Yep, he's walking out the door with 2 lamps to go to the truck.
With the controls,
yeah,
the phone, the ashtray.
And a TV guide. And he's walking out
and the cigarettes. Oh, well, yeah. I'll take no, and the shoebox on the table.
Yeah. Everybody else doing the heavy lifting. They've been doing it for him all season long. All season long, they've been doing the heavy lifting for him. And people, Declan Rice, last week, Declan Rice called him out.
I'm so glad they did that.
That wasn't Lee. That was not for his health. That was to let him know I'm tired of doing all of this, having to do all this work by myself. I'm letting you know now, people. Hey, you said you wanted it over there. No, we're not doing that. It's like tonight, what you said. He wants to play it safe. Instead of taking the ball, I'm going to shut this crowd up. We heading home. We getting this over with right now. Nope. What he does, backs off. Mr. Good Boy, Haley, he wants to pat on the top of the head, Mr. Good Boy, and then he goes off and does whatever. I am sick of the sight of Martin Odegaard in this team. Do not start him, Arteta, and against PSG. Please bring Ethan Nwaneri in and let him do the business. Or please let Zinchenko go up there so that the ball can be distributed properly, because we're going to need to be able to go forward from back to front really quick against PSG. And we're going to need to do this, whoever, for the rest of this tournament, because Odegaard hinders our attack. He slows it down to a crawl. Absolutely slows it down to a crawl. Outside of that, Lee, 5-star performance. I was more pleased with our behavior these last 2 games. I cannot stress to you how proud I am of this football club. The against Real Madrid. Los Blancos.
No, not Real Madrid. Not Real Madrid. They're not real, bro. They're fucking unreal Madrid now.
15 times.
And they look lost, mate.
At home in the last leg.
They had lost.
They had no answer, Lee. They had no answer. They looked like somebody who
had little moments where we were a bit shook, but guess what? The way we managed that game is crazy. But Matty, we're going to go live, and you're going to shout your thing out and say your last thing.
I'm going to say this before we go. They look like...
Go on, Matty. Come on, let's go. Let go. Roll it. Will it up.
They look like a kid who had an exam and hadn't even studied for it. And they showed up to class 20 minutes trying to figure out how to...
Will it up. Pull up.
We out of here, brother. Y'all have a good night. The
Emergency
Oscar.
meeting.
Hit that end stream. We out of here. Y'all know where to find me at. Y'all been watching me all year. Y'all know where to find me at.
We got live right now.
Peace. We out of here.
We're back.
And
The song will win the cup. Hold that.